का जिक्र करते हुए आप दीदा हो गई, आप क्या कर रही हैं और हॉलीवुड की एक्ट्रेस क्या कर रही है, जरा देखिए।
How would you feel if your husband left to go buy milk and bread and he never came home? How would you feel if your daughter was shot in the eyes with a pellet gun and now she'll be blind the rest of her life? How would you feel if your sister was raped by a force that was occupying the streets of your town, your city? How would you feel if you couldn't go outside without the risk of death and being murdered? Because that's exactly what's happening in Kashmir right now. I don't profess to have all the facts and know the entire situation, but what I do know is that this is wrong. This is a crime against humanity. The Indian military is oppressing, abusing, murdering, raping, torturing the Kashmiri people. For over 70 days, there's been a curfew. They're not allowed to leave their homes without risk of death. The internet has been shut off. Communications are being limited and controlled. People living in other countries cannot reach their families during this time. This is an awful time in Kashmir. I think the death count is now somewhere around 80, and the number of injured is somewhere around 12,000. That makes it over 150 people being injured every single day. I don't profess to understand all of the history and the situation, but what I do understand is that this is wrong. If you've seen my old videos, in my old studio, I had this carpet, this Kashmiri carpet. I made a couple of videos where I was laying on it and talking. I had the wonderful experience of being in Kashmir for several months in total and visiting these villages and people, and I met this family, and that's where I bought this carpet from. We sat on the floor and drank kava tea. The entire family is dead. All 13 people. They were killed by the Indian military. How is that okay? How can this possibly be justified? More violence is not the answer. Hurting people is not the answer.
आप नाम नेहात सिविल सोसाइटी और मोमबत्ती माफिया से